in San Francisco. Bonds 749 home runs entering Saturday. There's Robin and Billy again checking out the game. Bottom 6, Giants down 4-1. Here's Bonds in the on-deck circle. Ray Durham, grounder off the pitcher's mound. Derek Jeter to first, but Durham called out by first base umpire Phil Cuzzy. Jeter would leave the game with a sprained hip. He's day-to-day. Durham doesn't like the call. Bruce Bochy coming out. He doesn't like it either. Take another look. Miguel Cairo's foot appears to come off the bag before he catches the ball. Bochy gets tossed. He watched the rest of the game from the clubhouse. Meanwhile, next batter is Bonds. That'll drop in for a base hit. Randy Wynn being waved around. No throw. Wynn scores. RBI single for Bonds. Giants trail 4-2 though. Bottom 7 still 4-2. Pedro Feliz off Chin Min Wong went down and got it. Number 11 on the year for Feliz and his 100th career home run. And check out Robin Williams. Yeah! Giants down 4-3. Still in the 7th, tied at 4-2 men on. Bonds in the on-deck circle again. Brian Bruni walks Durham, so bases loaded for Bonds. Crystal and Williams on their feet to see what Barry would do. Full count, and Bruni walked it. Dave Roberts scores from third. Giants take a 5-4 lead. Bonds would later be pulled for defensive reasons. So we go to the 9th. Top 9, still 5-4. A-Rod up at the plate. You see what he's done in the 9th inning this season. 2-1 pitch, and A-Rod's done it again. Ties the game with his 7th 9th inning homer, his 28th of the year. Yankees tied at 5. They would go to extras. Top of the 11th. Yankees with the bases loaded. Steve Klein on the mound facing Hideki Matsui. Got him swinging. Then Klein gets Robinson Cano. He'll ground out over to first. Klein gets over to cover the bag. Game continues, tied at 5. Joe Torre said it felt like we scored 8 or 9 runs, but they just weren't on the board. 13th inning. Oh my God! Roger Clemens is coming out of the dugout to warm in the bullpen. Oh my goodness! But instead of Clemens, Joe Torre goes with Scott Proctor, facing Omar Vizquel with a runner on second and 2 outs. Little chopper. Vizquel head first into first. So runners at first and third now for Nate Shearholtz.
And the pitch, and the swing and a little flare into center field. Here comes Cabrera. It's going to fall, and this one is over. In the bottom of the 13th, the Giants snapped their 8-game losing streak, and I don't believe it.
Shearholtz delivers, and the Giants finally snap the skid. 6-5 the final, but
Braves, Chipper Jones in the lineup for Atlanta despite suffering from a groin injury. Says he felt pressured to be in the lineup by fellow members of his organization, and Justin Verlander, the better of Chipper there. Verlander struck out the side in the first. Carlos Guillen solo homer to right, 12th this year. And the Tigers up 2-0 when the weekend began. The Boston Red Sox had the best record. The Angels the second best. Tigers third best. And there's Chipper playing hurt. Next pitch, career homer 370. Breaks his tie with Ralph Kiner, ties him with Gil Hodges on the all-time home run list. Also breaks a 31-inning scoreless drought by the Braves. And the 6th, not much luck. Verlander went 7, struck out 11. Here's Chipper again to left center on the first pitch he saw with a tying run on second. Bottom 9, Brian McCann, the tying run against Todd Jones, does not like the call from umpire Chad Fairchild. McCann is gone. You can't argue balls and strikes. Bobby Cox, that ball was this far outside. Right that far outside. You can't do that. Ties him with John McGraw on the all-time ejection list, although McGraw, you know, he was a player, and he got a few of those as a player. So in terms of managers, Bobby's already number 1. Braves lose 2-1. They've lost 8 of 11. Chris Young appealing his suspension for his haymaker air ball to Derek Lee's grill. He's pitching well. You saw him get former Padre Doug Marabelli, then Lugo, then Tim Wakefield, the other pitcher. 10 Ks for Young. Bottom 5, Khalil Green. Deep to left, and that is gone. Home run, 2-0 Padres.
when you time that knuckleball right, you can knock it around.
It's a piece of cake. Bottom 5. Oh, what a great catch by Manny Ramirez. Ruled out by Brian Knight, third base umpire, but whoa. Clearly a trap. Umpires get together and say, yeah, dude, you missed that. Sorry, that was that's a single, not a catch. Terry Francona just needs an explanation. You know, umpires, the managers don't like when the umpires change their mind because they argue so many times and they don't change their mind. And then Marcus Giles. He rips one down the line. 3-0 Padres. Then Josh Bard. He couldn't catch Tim Wakefield's knuckleball, but he can apparently hit it. However, that's slicing foul, according to umpire Mr. Knight. However, upon further review, it clearly hits the yellow pole. Brian Knight looks like he blew another one. And once again, we have an umpire conference. And again, sorry, Brian missed that. And then Terry Frank was like, dude, would you get it right? Because I don't want to come out here again. And he gets tossed. Good.
And the Angels from Anaheim, that's Ian Snell. He burned his right index finger on a stove preparing a grilled chicken salad, and it left a blister. Hey, you know, Tyson makes grilled chicken in a package. Just word to you there, Snell. We go to the second inning, no score, 2 on for Howie Kendrick. Base hit, Vladimir Guerrero and Gary Matthews Jr. score. It's 2-0 Angels. Later in the inning, now 4-0 Angels. Sean Figgins, that's a base hit. That'll drive in another one. Angels go up 5-0. Ian Snell got grilled, gave up 5 runs in the second inning, 6 innings worked, 10 hits, 5 earned runs. Bottom third, Matthews Jr. up the middle, comes up grabbing his hamstring. He would leave and not return. Next batter, Kendrick with a man on, hit hard towards second. Freddie Sanchez with a nice stop. Pirates turn the double play. And we take another look at it. Sanchez, nice stop and flip. And we may have to see that later on in the show on Top Plays. Top 8, Chris Duffy at bat with the bases loaded. Kelvin Escobar, nice play, double play to end the inning. Escobar, 8 innings of work, 5 hits, and just 1 earned run. Bottom 8, Vladimir Guerrero up, no wristbands, no batting gloves, just a 2-run home run, his 14th of the season, and the Angels going to win this one easy. It's a laugher, 10-1.
Against Javier Vazquez. Pretty good pitch here. Outside corner, but it's gone. Soriano hitting .260 at Wrigley, .347 on the road. He has 10 homers this month, 14 on the year. To the third inning, Vazquez settled down. In fact, both pitchers pitch well, Javier Vazquez and Rich Hill. There's Paul Konerko at .247 after going 1 for 4. To the fifth, Vazquez against Soriano again, who strikes out a lot, 160 times last year for Soriano, a little bit below that pace this year. And there's Hill. He had 6 in all. To the ninth, still tied at 1. Brian Terrio against Bobby Jenks, and tempted by the fruit of another. He lays down the squeeze, and that's the difference. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Cubs can go for...
Dodgers and Devil Rays. Tampa Bay Special Advisor Don Zimmer and teammates throwing out first pitches to commemorate the 1955 Brooklyn Dodgers. Bottom first, Akinori Uemura leading off. Says, let's get this party started right. Let's get this party started quickly. Devil Rays 1-0. Randy Wolf, just 1 home run he'd allowed in his last 9 starts. Top 4, Andre Ethier into the 4.63 DP with the bases loaded. Scott Kazmir like, that's what's up. Top 6, Dodgers down 3-2 runners at the corners. Juan Pierre, squeeze it. Ethier scores from third, game tied at 3. Bottom 7, still tied at 3. Deoner Navarro in a 2 for 34 slump. Slump this. Solo shot, his first of the year against his old team. His 10th career home run, first at 216 at-bats. Top 9, Al Reyes shutting it down against Luis Gonzalez. And the Devil Rays going to win it 4-3. Orioles have won 3 in a row since Dave Tremblay took over as their manager. They took on the Diamondbacks again on Saturday. Livan Hernandez looking for his first win in June. Top 2nd, Orioles up 1-0. Bases loaded for Corey Patterson. That's well hit, but well played by Carlos Quentin. Great grab at the wall. Top 4, same score, Freddie Bynum, his 2nd of the season. Orioles go up 3-0. And check out Bynum. Bynum is happier than Paris Hilton's going to be on Tuesday. Bottom 5, Arizona down 4-2. Eric Burns, look at this thing. Second deck, 467 feet, his 12th of the season, 8th longest ever at Chase Field. Diamondbacks down 4-3. Later in the inning, 2 on, 2 out, Mark Reynolds. This is going to be trouble. Off the center field wall, here comes Augie Ojeda. Connor Jackson coming in behind him. Arizona takes a 5-4 lead, and they go on to win it 7-4.
5-14 in June. 5-14 and still in first. Hey, Michael Motorcycle, Mike Piazza back. Brings out the lineup card. Okay, bottom 6, Paul LaDuca does not like this fastball called for strike 2. Disagrees with the call, and Marvin Hudson, I've had enough. And LaDuca can't believe that he's been run. I got to go talk to him. I must go talk to him. Ed Montague is going to try to restrain LaDuca after Willie Randolph gave it a try. Eventually, LaDuca is going to walk off the field. He is incensed with the call, with being tossed, and going to start to throw the gear on the field as well. possible suspension when you do that kind of stuff. We shall see. Now, the next batter after LaDuca.
You got to smash the cooler, though. That's,
Carlos
classic.
Carlos Beltran slaps it to left. Ricky Leday going to try to score. Travis Buck to throw home, and Leday is out. Whoa. Now, bottom 9, David Wright, Times Square, can't shine as bright as you can, dog.
Slider hit to right, shallow. In comes Buck. Diving, can't get it. Castro to third. The ball rolls free. Castro will score, and the Mets win it.
What Tom Higginson is to plain white tees, David Wright is to the Mets. They win 1-0.
Twins without Justin Morneau for the first time in 192 games. He's in the hospital recovering from a bruised lung. Well, they took on the Marlins. They did have Torrey Hunter, though. And that ball off the wall. Joe Mauer will hold up at third. Hunter 3 for 6, a home run away from the cycle in the ballgame. Few batters later, bases loaded for Jeff Cirillo. He replaced Morneau at first base, and he filled in capably. Mauer and Hunter come in to score. Cirillo 4 for 5, pair of RBI. Twins up 5-0. They banged out 17 hits in the game. Top 6, here's Mauer now. Everybody pitching in with the MVP out. Luis Castillo and Nick Punto coming around. Twins go up 9-1. Mauer 2 for 4, 3 RBI. Twins win at 11-1. Carlos Silva gave him just 4 hits and 1 run in 7 innings. Now,
it's $1 million.
It's almost like you lived there. You know much about that.
He played baseball at Trinity. Speaking of baseball, Nats and Indians. Indians began today a game back of the Tigers. They beat the Braves, so they have to win to stay a game back. And look at this. Mr. Brandon Watson on third is safe. Great base running. Nats up 3-1 to the 9th. Still 3-1 Nats. 2 on for Victor Martinez playing first in this game. Takes the Chad Cordero outside corner knee-high fastball out. He had 16 homers last year. He has 14 already this year. Bottom 9, same score. 1 out, bases loaded, Joe Borowski. Bases loaded. Lopez back to Borowski, got to come home. Now, Nuke Logan on third. He thinks for sure Kelly Schottbach will go to first to try to get the double play. Goes around third too far. He's gunned down. Great play, Schottbach, and the Indians win 4-3.
John, a man your age will appreciate this. A pair of 39-year-olds figured prominently for the Blue Jays against the Rockies Saturday. Frank Thomas approaching 500 home runs.
You're older than me.
There's number 498, maybe about a month or 2. 3-0 Jays. Thomas 4 for 4 with a home run, 4 RBI. He's 39 years old. Bottom 6, John McDonald with a grounder to third. Garrett Atkins makes the throw to first, but apparently it was Jeff Baker bobbled the ball day. Greg Zahn goes to third. John McDonald moves over to second. Jorge Julio replaces Cook on the mound. Next batter is Vernon Wells. He'll ground out, but Zahn able to score the go-ahead run. 7-6 Jays. Tom Martin comes on to relieve Jorge Julio. 2 batters later, it's Matt Stairs. He's 39 as well. That'll bring in McDonald. Jays go up 8-6. Stairs 4 for 5 with a pair of RBI. Toronto goes on to win 11-6.
The worst 3 records in baseball belong to the Royals, Reds, and Rangers. 3 R's. That's the Silver Boot. That's an award to the winner of this Texas series. How about Sammy Sosa, Craig Biggio taking a break from their milestone summers? Neither started. Jamie Wright on the mound for the Rangers gets Mike Lamb, Mark Loretta. He went 5 2/3, 5 Ks, 2 earned. Bottom 8, Rangers holding on to a 1-run lead, 3-2. Laird, gone, 5th of the year, and the Rangers have insurance, 4-2. Biggio off the bench. He's 7 hits away from 3,000. Can he make it 6 away from 3,000? No. Rangers win 7-2, their 30th of the year.
Dave Bush gets Esteban Herman swinging. Then Johnny Estrada throws out David DeJesus trying to steal second. That's a strike him out, throw him out, double play. Top second, Tony Pena pops out. Craig Counsell makes the play, and then he doubles up Ryan Shealy at second base. That's a 6-4 double play. Top third, Royals again with 2 on and 1 out. Mark Teahan. This one a 3-6-1 double play, and the Brewers finding all kinds of ways to double up the Royals. 3 different kinds of double plays so far. Top 6, John, check it out. Shealy, little pop fly back to Bush. Dave Bush, Emo Brown running from first, easily doubled up. Buddy Bell said you can't make mistakes like that against a good team. Brewers win streak at 5 now.
Game 2, Ken Griffey Jr.'s Seattle homecoming. Griffey 18 homers shy of 600 career. Top of the first, he goes down swinging Jared Washburn, Seattle pitcher. Ichiro, 18-game hitting streak. After 2 walks, Raul Ibanez began this season with a bit of a power outage, starting to power up lately. 0-2 grand slam. 6th homer of the year for Ibanez. Richie Sexton also hit 2 home runs in this game, neither a grand slam. Top 8, one more chance for Junior against Washburn. Washburn 8 innings, 5 Ks, 1 earned. Griffey 1 for 4 with 2 Ks. You saw them both on SportsCenter.
Phillies love to lose. They had won their last 6 games in St. Louis, scoring almost 10 runs per game in the process. Bottom 4 runners on second and third, 2 outs. Juan and Encarnacion off Adam Eaton. No need to chase. It's not coming back. 3-run shot. 5th of the season. Cardinals up 4-1. Top 5, Cardinals up 4-2. 1-6-3 double play. And then bottom 6, Eaton facing Albert Pujols.
Untucked his shirt.
Can't get out of the way fast enough. Next batter is Chris Duncan, and Eaton getting hit up again. 2-run shot for Duncan, his 14th of the season at 6-2 Cardinals. And then just some sloppy play for the Phillies. Jose Mesa facing Skip Schumacher. Mesa with a wild pitch, gets past Rod Barajas. Cardinals going to win 8-3. They win their 33rd game of the season.
Loses. Had he been more patient, he would have won.
Number 7, Dodgers and Devil Rays. Deanna Navarro will pop up into foul territory. James Loney falling backwards. Not his most graceful moment, but hey, he got the out. That's all that matters.
Upon further review, the Ultimate Fighting was ruled no contest, Dan, as you know.
Right.
All right. Number 6, College World Series. Mike Lisman pops it up, and look at North Carolina pitcher Alex White. Great footwork there, and just plucks it off the grass.
Number 3, Indians and Nationals. Ryan Zimmerman into Grady Sizemore's territory. And Sizemore runs it down. What a great catch. Becoming a habit for Sizemore out there. Number 1, Champions Tour. Par 3, 17th hole, Masi Kuramoto. His tee shot from 167 yards out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
To end 171 for the day, 500 for the tournament for Kuramoto.